All right, everybody. Back again for episode 4 or day 4 of my Instagram Live Sports Talk. I just want to thank all the boxers again. I am really appreciative of them answering their messages and all, and saying yes to do this show. Absolutely love it. And I'm greatly appreciative of it that I'm able to talk boxing with everybody. So today I have a special guest. He's a up-and-coming prospect. I came across him a couple days ago. This dude's a straight power puncher in the super light division. His name's Nafear Charles. He's 3-0 with 3 knockouts, too. So we're going to get to learn about him, how he came up with boxing, talk about his amateurs, and what his future's looking like. So I see that Nafear has joined. Nafear, whenever you're ready, just send me the request, and I will add you on. All right, looks like he sent it. 1 second. Let me get him on. Hey, man, what's up?
How you doing?
Hey, it's nice to meet you. I came across you a couple days ago, and you're a pretty strong fighter. Love it. So I'm gonna start with like basic questions. So like, I don't know if you saw the show. So like, it's just about like getting to know you and stuff, and talk about like your amateur, and then your few fights that you've had as a pro and all. So yeah, we'll have some fun. All right.
Okay.
All right. Cool. So what part of Philly are you from?
West. I'm from West Philly.
West Philly. Okay. And then just to break it up, what's your favorite cheesesteak spot in Philly? So I'm actually adding that in with the fighters just to get like a poll going to see what's the best spot.
I got a family and friend spot up the street from my house called Delancey Street.
Okay.
And, they make me personal customized
Oh
cheesesteaks.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So do you go with like the cheese and the steak, or do you usually add like all kinds of stuff in there?
I usually get the chicken cheesesteak.
Oh, the chicken. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's cool. All right. And then what age did you start boxing at? Well, like when did you first get in the gym and all to start boxing?
I was 10. I think Real Steel came out at that time.
Okay.
A Hugh Jackman movie.
Yeah, yeah.
And I always thought about it. I don't know. I was like doing football at the time, but I don't think it was football season at that time. So I just wanted to go to the gym. My dad, he wasn't really like, he thought I was playing at first. And then I really kept edging him on about it. And like, we eventually got to the gym. We started out at like a muscle gym, like lifting weights and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a little ring in the back, and they had like real dirty gloves. But we would just put together whatever we saw on like TV, and we would like watch like Pacquiao and Shane Mosley fights.
Cool.
Home, and yeah, it was a real beginning stage at that time. But basically everything we learned from then on, it was just a me and him kind of situation, you know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, no, that is really cool to learn how you first got into boxing and started the love for it. So let me jump into amateurs. What age did you go to amateurs? What was your record and all too, if you could talk about that?
My first fight. So I think I started my first amateur fight around 3 years after I started. So I'm like probably 14.
Okay.
Yeah, probably 14. I fought in the 20. No, I started 15. I fought in the 2015 Golden Gloves, and I fought some kid. He had 8 fights. It was my first fight. I won, and then I fought 2 more dudes after that, and I won the state and the regional gloves.
Oh wow. Okay.
My record. You remember my record? Like 79-9.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah. So you had about 88 fights, close to that. Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
And then I usually like to ask this too, an amateur. So like, was there like a set fight that you knew that you were ready to make it to the pro level? Like, which fight was that? Was that your last fight in amateurs, or was it a couple before your last fight, like when did you know that you were ready to go pro?
Um, I wouldn't say my last fight, but leading up to it, it was more the amateur scene was kind of slow. It wasn't looking as effective as I thought it would be at the time because just based off where I was positioning myself, I wasn't really putting myself in the best position I could be in, and I kind of put that on myself because I felt like if I mean, like the Corona thing happening right now, so I mean
Right.
the Olympics isn't going to happen, but let it as it would be, I would I would have possibly been able to fight on the Olympic team because I've trained with Olympic fighters over time, so I feel like I would have definitely been able to get to that scene. But I wasn't at the right mindset, so he was just pushing me forward as much to try to get that edge out of me, so I could really push myself, and I feel like I'm really there now.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. It's an awesome answer. And then let's talk about the pro debut fight. So you made it May 25th. You went down to North Carolina. It looked like it was a 4-rounder against Malik Artis. So I usually like to ask this about fighters too, because I like to get like in the inside of it too. So what were your nerves like for like your first pro fight? Like were you nervous at all, or was it like everyday business for you?
It was when you like in the amateurs when you fight a lot, you kind of get those jitters out of you when you fight in the amateurs. That's
Oh,
why
okay.
when people go straight to pros or like probably fight 2 or 3 times and then go to pros, it's a lot harder to transition because it's a lot more than just experience that they're going through. It's a lot of personal stuff that's involved with fighting that people don't include when you get in the ring. A lot of jitters get involved, a lot of outside personal stuff get involved, a lot of stuff gets involved with being in the ring, not just fighting. You know what I mean? So when I say people should at least get a few fights before they just jump into the scene,
Right.
that's really a prescribed thing for me because I would never want somebody to just jump into a pro fight and they be as nervous as somebody would be for their first amateur fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I felt like I was put in a good situation where I didn't even feel anything when I was in my fight. Like I knew what I had to do. I knew what I was going to do, and I did it. So
Okay. Yeah, no, that's actually a cool answer because like I had talked to a couple fighters and like a lot of them were saying that they still get like nervous and like the walk in, but then like once they hear their fans and stuff, they just start locking in or like they just feel nerves until the bell rings, which is crazy to hear. I'm like, oh man, can't be having that. All right, so let me jump in. So your first 3 pro fights, all knockouts. You haven't even made it past the third round. So there isn't a lot of film, of course, on you yet, but I did watch your highlight of your last fight at the 2300 Arena. I absolutely love your style. You just walk them down, you go right up, and you just attack the body, you just tee off on them, which I actually enjoy as a boxing fan too. So would you like to try to get your fights to go a little longer to see like what it's like, or do you just go in there with the killer instinct just to get it over with?
um, so the the talk we have with my team is to slowly progress to that point. Like the last fight was to move around the guy, make sure that we could get him as uncomfortable as possible and
Yeah,
land what we want to. And then going straight in, it was like the dude had nothing for me.
yeah.
So we just took advantage of that.
Yeah, it seemed like so like I think the last punch was like a body shot. He looked like he didn't want any of it. He looked so uncomfortable. like in the final like 30 seconds, it looked like he was done. I mean like which is awesome with your style being aggressive and all, and I actually appreciate that as a fan and all too. And then so your first 2 fights, so of course it was in North Carolina. Your second one was in the Wilkes-Barre area. So how awesome was it to finally get a fight in Philly at the 2200 Arena? Like, did you have a lot of friends and family come out for you to support you?
A lot of people, yeah. They've been waiting for it for a long time. I had to give it to them.
That's awesome. That's cool. Now, was it just waiting on the best timing just to fight here, or do you just go wherever your team just winds up getting you the best fights?
It was more like getting a fight, actually.
Okay.
I, I've, I wouldn't say me personally, but I, I've I've developed some sort like a sort of a name around like punching people out. So it's kind of hard getting a fight that I don't have to pay a lot of extra money for.
Right. Okay. Um, Let me see what I got. Okay, and then so what's your goals? So obviously you're like brand new and pro. You had three pros. So obviously the coronavirus is slowing down all like the events and stuff and the promotions, unfortunately. But what's your goal once hopefully the virus is done like in a month or two here? I mean, I'm praying every day because I'm just going through withdrawal without boxing and sports. So what are you trying to do? Like, would you like to fight in Philly more? Or are you looking to maybe do a couple 6 rounders, or are you just going as it flows?
So right now we're trying to get at least probably 7, 8 fights this year. It's a little slow right now because of that whole Corona situation, but
Right.
we're trying to get at least like 7, 8 fights. Um, like I said, it's a little hard getting fights, not only just with the situation that's happening, but like people to actually fight me.
Right.
Mm. So once everything progresses, probably around like fifth or sixth fight, I should go up to 6 rounds. And yeah, we talking with a lot of teams right now. Um, a lot of people. I got a lot of different contracts right now, so it's really on who has the best deal. Uh, Currently, I don't. I couldn't make anybody any promises.
Okay. And then my last question to wrap up. So I've been asking a lot of boxers this. So I kind of like to know like what the workouts like going up to a fight, and then do you cut any foods out, or do you stick to certain foods in order to make sure you're at 135 ish?
So this last fight, we went to Florida. We went to Florida. We boxed Claudio Marrero. We boxed. I think what was the name of the gym we went down to? It was a nice gym. It's Kid Legacy that was up there. Um, I forgot the name of the gym. I'm
I know
sorry.
it's fine.
Yeah, so we went up there. We was boxing for 2 weeks. We boxed pretty much every day up there, and it was nothing but amazing work up there. And that was about I say January. After that, we did straight strength probably every day except Sunday. So just double workouts, triple workouts every day until Sunday. Rest your body Sunday. And food wise, like I said, the the friends and family spot up the street from my house, they actually are really good and well connected with my family. So they give me salads and nice and good stuff to eat, wraps and chicken wraps and stuff like that.
Oh,
So
nice.
they make sure that I eat well during that transition while I'm getting ready for a fight.
Okay. Is there like a certain food where you're like where like you kind of got to cut out during training that it's like, damn, I can't wait to get done with this fight so I could eat it?
Yeah, definitely cheesesteaks.
Cheesesteaks, oh man, I know this is why I can never be in the ring just to cut out sugar and carbs and stuff. I would be going through with withdrawal. That would suck big time. And then it's like cool to learn about your workout stuff because like I've been like looking at images and videos of you. Like you're like built like an NFL running back the way you're cutting on the arms.
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, so I mean, I'm definitely looking forward to seeing you fight soon in Philly. I'm hoping you get on a card at 2300 Arena. I'll definitely buy some tickets from you too, for sure. Yes, so we'll just keep
Yeah.
in touch. Maybe we'll do another show, or yeah, hopefully I see you somewhere fighting soon, whether it's at the 2300 Arena or at Parks. That'd be dope.
Actually, I have a show May 29th possibly happening. I have a show May 29th, RDR Promotions at the 2300 Arena. So make sure you check me out, man.
Okay, cool. Yeah, and then if you have flyers and all too, so I have like a lot of my followers are starting to grow now since I've been doing this show. So like, if you have flyers or anything, I could share them on my Insta story and stuff too. So just pass whatever you want to me. All right.
I'll make sure I get them to you.
All right. Cool. Thank you, Nafear.
No
Appreciate
problem.
the time. All righty. All right, so that was Nafear Charles. I hope everybody enjoyed listening to what he has to say. Up and coming prospect. He's a very strong fighter. He's knocking everyone out who he's fighting and all. So I'm looking forward to seeing him fight. I'll definitely check that out on the 29th as long as that fight's happening. I really want to see him, and you guys shouldn't want to not see him because he's a hell of a fighter. What I've been seeing on video and stuff too. So I'm doing some more episodes due to time frames. At 5 o'clock, I'm going to log back on. We're going to have Michelle Rosado from Raging Babe. She's going to talk about the Philly special. Also, I'm really excited for this too because a lot of my friends think I'm joking when I say that boxing, promoting, selling tickets, and marketing is a grind. So they're actually going to hear from a boxing promoter herself of what it's like with the grind and all to get the fighters to sign contracts. And also, I'm really excited and looking forward to that. Then at 6 o'clock, I have one of my good friends from Temple, Will Bubenik. He will be on at 6 o'clock or probably a little bit after Michelle's done. He's going to talk about what he does with special needs athletes and all. So that should be a real switch up, and hopefully people are interested in seeing that. All right, so I'm going to be back on at 5, so I'll see everyone in a couple of hours. Thank you.